3 of the Dakar Rally was where the race became reality. While the first 2 days were testing, it was during the 780-kilometer voyage between Tucumán and San Salvador de Jujuy where the drivers really got a sense of having arrived. The rise in altitude promised some severe challenges as participants reached heights of up to 5,000 meters. But if it wasn't tough, it wouldn't be the Dakar. The Toyota Gazoo Racing South Africa team had experienced a terrific race so far in South America. Qatar's Nasser Al-Attiyah and France's Mathieu Boimel, taking on the Dakar Challenge for the first time with the team, captured a first and second place respectively in the opening 2 stages and sat second in the standings behind Sebastian Loeb. South Africa's Geniel de Villiers and his German co-driver Dirk van Zitzewitz, who won the race when it first visited the continent, were lying in 4th place overall after finishing stage 2 in the exact same position.
Good day, and day 2 we finished second. Yesterday we win the stage, and today we open all the way, and we don't take any risk, and we finish second. I think it will be good position for tomorrow. Just we need to work day by day, and we see where is the other competitor, if he's pushing or not pushing, you know. But okay, we are in good position now. We try to keep going like this.
It was okay. I think in the end we had a pretty good day. It was a very, very fast stage. You know, just long sections flat out. And first 100 Ks, it's actually you know, some big holes. You know, you're doing 180, 190 Ks an hour with big holes coming up, which, you know, are not really marked, so you've got to look for it. So tomorrow we're going to altitude, so let's see how it goes up there, but you know, all in all a good day.
Despite the highs of day 2, the Toyota Gazoo Racing South Africa team knew the task ahead would be difficult, as waiting for them was the 3rd stage, which was made for climbing.
There's 2 aspects to the altitude. One is the car, the engine stucking through a straw. We've got a normally aspirated engine, obviously a very efficient one. It's Toyota's best ever engine in petrol terms. It's extremely efficient, but of course the diesel turbo cars at altitude do have an advantage over us. So that the engine side is a problem, but we're well prepared, so let's see what we do. You know, we got the right size restrictor this year. It's the same, so we'll see. For the drivers, they're going for 300 meters to 4,600 tomorrow, I think, and that's pretty high. If you're flying in an aircraft, you're on the verge of needing oxygen, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge for them.
A challenge it was. But Al-Attiyah and Boimel overcame the odds and looked to be dominating matters, having overtaken the stage 2 winner Loeb to take a comfortable lead in the race. But then, disaster struck.
Yeah, a day of bittersweet. In the morning, fantastic excitement with Nasser leading the Dakar for Toyota by a good margin, 2.5, then 3 minutes, then 4 minutes ahead of Loeb. And then unfortunately it looks like Nasser left the road at a very difficult spot. He was first on the road, and we're not sure of the details, but it looks like he's lost the rear wheel, so massive disappointment. Then Geniel started to go. They had navigation problems at the first waypoint. He and Nani and Carlos Sainz were all kind of looking for the late waypoint in this riverbed. Very, very difficult place. The bikers lost 20 minutes there this morning, but in the end Geniel's penalty was around 8 minutes for that loss. Then he was behind Nani Roma. They actually touched coming out of the riverbed. So for the next stage, for 4 or 5 hours, they held that 8-minute loss to Nasser, and then later to Stefan Peter Hansel, who took over the lead. Then Nasser got it back, so it was all go. But then extreme sadness. Geniel had some sort of fuel pressure problem. We've just got the car back now. We're trying to analyse what it was, and losing 30 minutes at the end of the stage, so or 25 minutes. So yeah, so much high and so much low. We got to keep the team spirit. I suppose the positive is we're fast enough to win the Dakar, but doesn't look like we're going to be able to do it this year.
Yeah, not a good day for us, unfortunately. It was a very tough stage, though. Really difficult the first 70 kilometers. Very tricky. We got lost at the first waypoint, lost about 3-4 minutes, which wasn't too bad actually. And then Nani got past us, so we got stuck in his dust a little bit and had to fall back. And I caught him, and then had to fall back again. So it was very difficult to pass him. But I mean, that wasn't the biggest problem. And then you know, the 30-40 k's from home, we started having problems with the fuel pressure. Some of the pumps, there was a problem there. They're still looking what it is, but took us about half an hour to get going again, and we just made it to the finish. You know, we just had to. It's one of those days which you had to just grind out and get to the finish. You know, hopefully tomorrow is a better day.
While de Villiers made it back, Alatia and Boemel didn't. Their Dakar 2017 dream coming to an end. Speaking of de Villiers, let's discover more about the man who gives him direction, Dirk van Zitzewitz.
Actually, it started in '93. In '93, I did my first rally in Morocco, and that came out of the blue and was a big experience for me. It was the time before the GPSs, and I was on the race with a small fuel cell, small fuel tank, and stayed in the middle of the desert, stayed there on my own, and decided never to do it again. I was a bit scared, and it took me 4 years to do it again, and then I did Dakar on a bike in '97, and since then I'm in. Actually, in 2002, a friend, a former biker, asked me if I would navigate for him in Dakar in a car, and because I hadn't had a contract as a biker at that time, and said yes, sounds quite good. It's better than to sit at home and watch Eurosport. So I would be a part of the show. So yes, let's go. I've done 16 Dakars, and so this will be my 17th. And I found out 2 days ago that I'm a legend now in Dakar. Not too bad.
The Toyota Gazoo Racing South Africa team will be looking to bounce back from a disappointing day 3 as stage 4 awaits.
Difficult to talk about stage 4 after today, but we're up at high altitude. The good news is the new restrictor size is the same for all the cars. Looks like we can fight at high altitude, so let's see if we can win some stages. That's what we'll be trying to do. Team have got a long night tonight to prepare for stage 4, but we'll keep our heads up. We'll get going. Let's see what happens.
Well, tomorrow's another toughie. I believe we're crossing some dunes at 4,000 meters, which is going to be quite challenging. You know, you don't have a lot of power up there, so it'll be tricky to cross. But you know, we look forward to tomorrow, and we'll see. Hopefully, we can make back some time tomorrow.
Stage 4, yes, I'm quite busy doing the roadbook in the moment. It looks like we will have a lot of dunes tomorrow. And what's worrying me is the quality of the roadbook. And if I'm looking at the roadbook for tomorrow, it's not really making me confident to go into the off-road sections, and especially into the dunes with this roadbook. I guess everyone will end up looking for the way in there. There will be some, we call it casino, and cars all over the place to find the right way. That will make it tough, and these dunes are at 4,000 meters altitude. That's not making it easier, and the whole day is at high altitude, and I think tomorrow will be even tougher than today.
It's going to be a long night for the mechanics of Toyota Gazoo Racing South Africa after a very tough day at the office. But it will be a brand new day, and a new challenge awaits as the team head to Bolivia.